A very good morning, children. Welcome to your EVS 1 class. Okay, so I hope you're doing all well and you're all taking all the precautions because it is the winter season and you do not want to fall sick. Okay, so cuddle up in your sweaters and let us start a new chapter called Forest as Shelters. Okay, so before starting the chapter, let me ask you a few questions. Okay. All right. There is something wrong. All right. So, before starting the today's class, let me ask you a few questions, okay? Do you see this bird? It's a beautiful bird, isn't it? Do you find it in any place in the world? Oh, will you find this bird just outside your house? Will you see this bird sitting on any tree? Will you? Just think about it for a second. I do not think that you will find this bird anywhere. Okay, why? Because this is a hornbill. Okay, it is native to some of the forest of Assam. Okay, now just check out the next picture. We have learned about woodpeckers in our last class, remember? So what are woodpeckers? They are these birds who sit on a tree, peck the wood in the tree, and that is why they have the name woodpecker. So just imagine, children, will you find woodpeckers everywhere? Do you see woodpeckers like crows? We do not see that as well. So there are some animals which we do not see in our everyday life. Do you see a cow? Do you see a lion or a tiger if you go out on the streets? Will you? You will not. So what happens is that there are some animals who live in forest and the forest provides them with shelters. Okay. So all right. So and let me ask you another question. Suppose you are going to someplace else. Okay. Suppose you are going to Shillong. And on this side of the road, you will see lots of trees, don't you? Lots of trees. And generally, if you're going to Shillong, and Shillong is a cold place, what will you see? You will see lots of cone-shaped trees, okay? And what happens is that forest, when we travel to different places, we see many lands covered with many trees and plants. If I ask you, children, who plants these trees? These trees are not planted by anyone, okay? These trees are not planted by anyone. These trees grow on their own. Grow on their own. How? You may ask. The birds, they carry the seeds and they plant it in the soil and they grow on their own. Okay, they are not grown by people. And when many trees are not grown by, okay, these are trees which are not grown by people and they kind of happen just like that, okay, naturally. And such kind of land which are filled with trees are called forests, okay. So these plants which are filled with trees, they are called forest. I hope that is clear. Let us see some beautiful pictures of forest now, okay. Do you see this forest, children? Forests are generally very nice and very peaceful to see. Okay, there are beautiful pictures all around the internet where you will see lots of pictures of beautiful forests. Okay, so some forests which are found in cold areas have cone shaped trees and needle like leaves. We had discussed about this, right? So if you are going to Shillong, and Shillong is a very cold place, what will you see? The trees of that place are cone shaped and they have needle like trees, okay. They're also called coniferous trees, okay. So forest in cold areas, they have such kind of trees because it helps them get over a very cold climate, okay. Let us see some more pictures. See, this is a beautiful picture of a place which is filled with snow. So the cone shaped trees, they help catch the snow, okay, so that the tree does not die out. There are beautiful pictures of beautiful forests, okay. And this is another picture of a snow covered forest, okay. The trees of the cold place is covered with snow, a beautiful picture, right? Okay, yes, there's another beautiful picture. I want to go to this place if you ask me. It's a beautiful snow covered forest, coniferous forest, and the trees of that place are cone shaped, and they have needle like leaves, and it's a very beautiful one, isn't it? Okay, so the next we have that forests that are found in warm areas with high rainfall. See, since they have high rainfall, they have a lot of water to grow, and as such the leaves become very big. They have broad leaves, okay, and they are green all around the year. These forests have a different charm of their own, right? Do you want to get lost in a forest, children? That might be scary, but it is quite exciting, right? It would be so adventurous. So look at this picture as well. This is a forest that gets rain throughout the year, and since it gets rain throughout the year, it will always remain green, okay? And see, and since they remain green all the year round, they are also called evergreen forest, okay? The term is evergreen forest because it is green all the year round, okay? Now look at a different kind of a forest. What kind of colors do you see here? There's red, there's yellow, there is a little bit of green as well. So such forests are different kind of forest. In such forest, the leaves change color and fall off in the autumn season. Okay. So generally places which do not get a lot of rainfall, the leaves of the plants cannot stay green all the year round. Okay. And what happens is that their color changes and it becomes this beautiful amber red and orange and purple, okay, and they fall off, and once they fall off it becomes very bare. In some forests the leaves change color and fall off in the autumn season. Another beautiful picture. So forest, the pictures of the forest are very beautiful, isn't it, children? They are so nice to look at. I'm feeling very happy to look at them. This is another beautiful picture of a forest by a lakeside. Okay, a beautiful picture at that. Okay. Now see, there are different kind of forests. What we have learned today, that there are some forests which always remain green. There are some forests which are in cold places, and in the cold places what do? They shed their leaves, and in the cold places they have cone like plants with with needle like leaves, right? And in some places, some forests, what do they have? They shed their leaves, and they become a different color, right? Okay, children. So for today's question, I want you to answer in our next class that have you ever been to a national park like Kaziranga? Kaziranga is also in a forest, right? Okay. If you have ever been to a Kaziranga or any national park, you are supposed to tell me your experiences in the next class, okay? And let me ask you another question. If you go to a forest, what kind of trees will you see in the forest? Okay, so think about these two questions, and I will see you in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day. Okay.